your calling, stand in his strength. This is the moment, this is the sound. Disciples rising, you've got a calling, a fire inside. Fueled by the Spirit, bold and alive. So rise beyond ordinary.
Hey everyone, welcome back. This is video number 2 of the Rise Beyond Ordinary series. If you're watching this, it means you've already read the chapter Define Your Mission and Your Purpose. So good job sticking with the process. Now it is time to take what you have read and bring it into real world through conversation and action. This chapter is a big one because it answers some of the greatest questions we ask, like, why am I here? What is my purpose? Or what is my mission in life? These are not just nice ideas to think about. They are the foundation of our discipleship journey. Everything flows from here. Imagine you run a factory meant to produce phones, but instead it starts cranking out rubber ducks. No one would say, well, hey, at least it's producing something. No, you would shut it down and fix it. That's exactly what happens when we call ourselves the disciples of Jesus, but our lives aren't producing more disciples. We've veered off the mission, but the good news is Jesus allows U-turns. Today can be a reset moment for you. In 1 Corinthians 9, Paul compares the Christian life to a race. He says, run to win. Don't run aimlessly. Don't shadow box. Be intentional. Train like your life depends on it, because it actually does. And the lives of those you're called to disciple, they do too. I often ask believers, why do you think God created you? And I get all kinds of answers. Some say to be the best mom or the best dad. Others say to be the best doctor, business owner, or whatever profession you're in. And while those may sound noble, they often miss the deeper point. Your ultimate purpose is not about you. It's about God. You were created to glorify Him, to walk in deep relationship with Him, and to multiply His love through making disciples. And here's where grace becomes your fuel. God's grace empowers you to stop living for yourself and start living for something way bigger than yourself, God's glory. Grace isn't just a pillow to rest your head on. It's a launching pad. It is the power that takes your life from a paper airplane to a fighter jet. It lifts your life off the ground and sets you on mission. Grace is the tool God gives us to rise beyond the ordinary. When we call upon Him in our weakness, His grace makes us strong. If we need peace, it's His grace that provides peace. If we need strength, His grace gives us strength. In all things, God's grace is sufficient. Because of it, we can thrive in this life and live holy lives for His glory. Paul reminds us in Galatians 2:20 that we no longer live for ourselves because Christ lives within us. That's more than a verse to memorize. It's a lens to see life through. Everything you do, from your job to your relationships, gets filtered through your mission as a disciple. When I finally understood this, it wrecked me in the best way. I heard God whisper to me. He said, how could you call yourself my disciple if you don't love people the way that I do? How could you claim to follow me if you don't trust me with your whole life? It was humbling. It was also freeing. Maybe you've had a moment like this, where you realized your Christian life was more religion than relationship. It's not a guilt trip. It is a grace opportunity. God's not mad at you. He is inviting you back to the core. In the military, soldiers do not decide their mission. They receive it. In 2 Timothy 2:2, Paul tells Timothy to endure hardship like a good soldier of Christ. Disciples are not freelancers. We're commissioned. Every day, God gives us a new mission. Love Him deeply, He tells us. Love people intentionally. And make disciples who make disciples. That is the win. That is the success. That is the legacy we are looking for. This is not a pipe dream. It is how the early church changed the world. It is how you will change your city, your family, and your workplace. But it starts with clarity on your mission. So here's what I want you to talk about in your group today. How has your understanding of purpose shifted after reading this chapter? Are you running your race with clarity or just beating the air? What specific areas of your life need to realign with God's mission? Remember, your mission is not being the best mom, dad, boss, friend, or whatever. Those are all the byproducts. It is about being a disciple who has intimacy with Jesus, who loves people deeply and makes disciples. God does not need perfect people. He needs people that are being available. So stay humble, stay focused, stay obedient. Let us live the mission together. Let the discussion begin. I'll see you next time on session 3. May God richly bless you.